ingredient for their food. I know why it still isn't in the game. The hopefully 2019 will bring it. It's pretty much super common here. Usually the agriculture is very similar from my country to the west towards to Germany pretty much. From Germany to my country, the agriculture and pretty much customs and whatnot are really, really similar because yeah, as you know, uh, we were all part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire back then, so yeah, well, for German state is a lot of independent until they united in the 19th century. Anyway, I'll be right back. Kinda like the lighting at this time of the day in the game. Yeah, hopefully the audio won't be fucked for the first part. Hopefully for the others as well. Anyway, I was talking about like how similar is pretty much to be living here. And if you like go to Poland, Austria, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Germany, you will see a lot of similarities. But yeah, that counts mainly for all of these countries being part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire back in the days. Yeah, the similarities you can see in the music, the classic music, like the orchestra and whatnot. Well, and of course the food, music, the classic dresses, we call it kroj here. So yeah, you will see a lot of pretty much similarities. Of course, it's not the same. Even in my country, every region have different classic clothing or music, but of course, you will see the similarities. You pretty much wear like from the maybe US, UK, or other English-speaking countries, because yeah, usually these countries see us as something completely different. As them. Of course, then the Latin-speaking nations like France, Italy, etc., Spain, are of course quite different and distinct from each other. Usually the only thing they have in common is the language, because yeah, it's kinda sounds similar, they're similar words, because it's Latin. Like our Slavic languages pretty much sounds a lot similar and a lot of similar words. Especially the curved words are pretty much similar, like every Slav knows what suka means. Typical, you know, the Russian stereotype in CSGO. Suka bled, suka bled. Yeah. Suka means two things. Suka is pretty much what it should mean, and what is the main definition is female dog. Suka. But yeah, from the it's pretty much that is the derogatory term suka as well, which pretty much is used mainly for females, and usually suka means pretty much bitch. To put it simply, suka, bitch is the same thing. Of course, then we got kurva, the typical term that pretty much, well, the Polish make it super popular, because they say like in every fucking sentence, right? Of course, there kurva is with the W, and we just need the U, the simple one, not W. But yeah, the kurva. Kurva, if we have to translate kurva in English, it would mean whore. So yeah, whore. Whore, prostitute. The term used for a derogatory slur or term for women in general. Same as suka, same as pretty much suka, kurva, bitch, whore. Watch this video get flagged. Yeah, I don't really care. YouTube again with their stupid new policy is putting this stupid yellow or orange dollar sign, which means not available for order, like the ad people and whatnot. I don't really care. So yeah, a lot of these terms are pretty much similar. Yeah, suka is pretty much in every Slavic language that I heard. Of course, not every Slav understands other Slav 100%. My language is the closest to Czech language, then Polish and Serbian pretty much. These people I can actually understand pretty well. I was surprised about the Serbian because I never really know we have such similar languages, because they are not. We are West Slavic, they are South Slavic, and there are the East Slavic. If you don't know the West Slavic, pretty much Slovakia, Czech Republic, and Poland. East Slavic, Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine. Then the South Slavic, pretty much all the ex-Yugoslavian countries, so Slovenia, Croatia, Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Macedonia, and I think Bulgaria is also counting in the South Slavic, right? It isn't counting to the East Slavic, or is it? Huh, I don't know. To be honest, I don't really know. I think they are counting to the South Slavic, right? Branch, and not the East Slavic Bulgarians. I've got to check that out. But yeah, I think they're South Slavic. And of course, they got pretty much the same or the similar similar the writing called Cyrillic, which, as you know, the Russians use. Yeah, that's pretty much what makes the Russian the hardest, because they don't use Latin like we do. They use Cyrillic. Of course, there are similar letters in the Cyrillic and Latin. But as per usual, for Latin speakers, Cyrillic it's definitely harder to learn. Oh, 6% of fertilizer as well. Holy crap, what the heck. Using way more fertilizer than I thought he would use. So yeah. The Latin is like easiest ever, so that is why every like nation or majority of nations in the world are using Latin. Of course, if we go like with all the signs and whatnot, the Cyrillic will be probably second easiest after Latin. And of course we got the Arabic letters, Chinese, Japanese, etc, etc. Yeah, so these are the hard ones. But Latin is definitely easier, that's why everybody uses it. Same with the numerals, like, yeah, Latin great, But who the heck at this time use Roman numerals for anything else than like years in the movies, etc. I mean, I'm pretty good at Roman numerals, I know them quite well, but not everybody does. So yeah, that is why majority of the world is using the Arabic numbers, which are a lot easier and makes sense a lot more. So yeah, pretty much old Roman and old Arabs are the people we should be thankful for this stuff. Of course, the third people would be definitely old Chinese, because yeah, they developed so much stuff, holy crap. Gunpowder, paper, compass, etc, etc, etc. Ancient Greeks, ancient Romans, Arabians, old Arabians pretty much, or Arabs, and ancient or old Chinese, Jesus Christ. They did so much for humanity back in the days, so we should be definitely thankful for this. Of course now the Greeks are pretty much money suckers for European funds, but yeah, these are different Greeks. These are like these super lazy Greeks. They don't want to work. Yeah, they're pretty much known as the laziest nation. Of course, probably other people that are super lazy are the French. Of course, but that comes with different view of culture. If you didn't really meet French in real life, you don't really know. Of course, in France they probably wouldn't be considered lazy, but here pretty much people say like the Germans are the ones that are all the time hardworking, but we are pretty much the same here in my country. And when you meet someone from France, they are really like easygoing. They don't care pretty much. When I was working at the nuclear power plant 4 years ago, well, it wasn't really looking. I wasn't really working at. I was looking at the construction of the reactors. There are 2 reactors that are working, and I was working at the construction of the reactors. Other 2, 3 and 4. The third one should have been online in the last year. Of course it isn't. Hopefully this year they finally make it online. But anyway, yeah, the power plant, I can see the power plant from my home. It is actually like maybe 40 kilometers away from me, so if it exploded, we are pretty much at the edge. We will still get contaminated and would die from all the stuff, nuclear waste and whatnot. Anyway, so what I want to say, pretty much, there was the French guy, right? We were like, okay, we will meet here at this time. He was like, oh, okay, sure. He came 1 hour late. Then, when we were going to the construction site, he pretty much stopped with every other guy he know, chatting for like 5 minutes. I was so impatient, holy crap, because we usually here like that when we say, let's say we meet at 3 p.m. Okay, the guy, we actually usually came even a little bit sooner than 3 p.m. and wait there. Then we do everything we have to do, like work and whatnot. But yeah, these guys, they're like, and that is why I'm saying that they seem super lazy, but that is pretty much their culture, They take it easy. We don't. We are super hard workers here. That is why a shit ton of companies, especially the car producing company, came to my country, because my people are really known as the hard workers. Of course, not everybody. I'm quite lazy myself, but I'm considered lazy in my country. But in France, I would be considered a hard worker, because it's different, different culture and whatnot. But yeah, I'm not really like one of. I know people who are like they would go and work whatever on their own. I'm like, usually when somebody has to tell me to do it, then I do it. But I'm not like jump into that work and do everything on myself. No. You have to tell me what you want to do. You have to show me how you want to do it, and then I will do it. Ooh, soon we won't even have 400k, 400k, whatever. Yeah, hopefully now I'm not really talking to myself, because if this get cut out, it will be pretty hilarious. I was talking to myself for like 15 minutes. Jesus Christ, that would be so lame. I always feel like an idiot. But hopefully, yeah, bring some interesting topics in this session that I usually don't talk about. But yeah, of course, different culture is pretty much different than yours. Speaking about the car companies, we got the Korean car company here, French, I think also German, and now the British Land Rover is building actually quite close to me, like 20 kilometers from me, near the big city. They say they will give a job to like 5 or 4,000 people, which is actually quite a lot. But yeah, these jobs are usually for like manual labor. So let me say, the generation of my parents, they have no problem with the manual labor, but my generation and the people younger than me, they don't really want to work manually. Yeah, pretty much everybody just want to be fucking manager or something like that, you know. Like almost nobody wants to work manually, myself included. I don't, but yeah, I have a university. I don't want to work manually because I have university. You shouldn't work manually when you have university. That doesn't make sense. Then why the heck you go to university if you will be forced to work manually because there isn't work for you? You know what I mean? So yeah, if I have to work manually, I would rather go abroad where I would make 3 times what I would make here. Yeah, it's insane how low is the pay grade for the manual labor in my country. And of course the younger generation, we are more educated and whatnot. We know that we won't work for some guy that will treat you like shit and he give you like small amount of money and you have to work hard. That is how our parents pretty much grew up and were treated, and but not us. We younger people, like 30 years old and younger, we want better treatment. We say to our boss, if he treats us badly, we say, fuck you man, we are not working for you anymore. And of course that is the cause why a lot of like from the other countries are actually coming to my country for work now, because there is a lot of work, but mainly only manual labor pretty much. But people from my country does not want to work manually. Jesus, why the heck you see this over here? Man, what the fuck are you doing? Get back here. Yeah, like what the fuck, dude? What were you doing over there? I don't get it. Jeez. Anyway. Yeah, today I was talking about a lot of different shit. Hopefully you enjoy my talking slash ranting session. In the Willowbrook store, okay, let's close this one. At least it is the closest one. There we go. Let's see. Gonna be doing big shit, huh? Alright. Whatever. Whatever indeed. I can just finish it myself, no problem. Actually wanted to try some forestry, right? Yeah, I wanted to try some forestry here. As well on this map. Man, it was crack. Yeah, I gotta do that. Clean my throat a little bit. There we go. A bit. There we go. and my mother wake up because my father is talking to somebody. And he's pretty loud as always. I'll go ask what's up in the next break, which is coming in like 5 minutes. There we go. Of course it's full. Yeah, of course. Let's go and let's do this. Let's go and let's do it. There we go. Now I got 2 more ships, huh? And they're a little bit boring, the speeding up process. Not bad at all. Yeah, this field is going down really fast. What the fuck is it doing over here? That isn't mine, that is no even. What the fuck? Like a field. What the heck is it doing with that? Yeah, you take your eyes off him for a while and he's doing all this bullshit. Wasting my seeds and whatnot. Like, what the heck was that guy doing? Like, seriously, what the heck he was doing? Crazy. I'm telling you, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I have to go keep a close eye on this guy. So let's just go and unload. And let the green combine finish. Tails far one.